Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make.
Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with, now they looking nervously. And I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
Coming out with a statement. You really changed, man, all your music and arrangement. You don't know shit, shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate. For taking control of your life, go out and battle. And you think you have a dream, then act on it. Get after it, get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future, we all start losers. We're all late bloomers, gotta struggle through the sewer.
What you say? Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way.
What's up, guys? How y'all doing today? It's good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. How's the weather where you're at? I hope it's doing good. I hope it ain't raining yet. Hope it ain't snowing yet and you're staying warm. I hope you're having a great day. Let's do the pledge and then we'll get in there to the hellos of everybody. So here's the pledge, guys.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Let's see who we got in here today. Oh, we got Mr. Brandon. What's up, Brandon? It's good to see you, buddy. Rocket Queen, Mission Impossible. Hi, Rebel and Angel in chat. I'm here for the local case. Oh, this is a local case to you? Well, good. Please stay around. Cool Gamer, Markella. Hello, cool Markella. I hope you're feeling better. Kristen and the Parrot Babies. There's Tattooed Angel. She's still not feeling well, guys, so y'all throw her some prayers up. Throw them rebel prayer hands up for me if you don't care. See, Lynn, how are you, dear? Kiki and Lily. And there's Mr. Nightbot. You're good, Mission Impossible. You're fine. 31 Celsius here. That's, I'm assuming that's hot. Snow's coming from Knoxville. Hush up, Brandon. Sorry about that. I hit my mic. She does feel pretty bad, Kristen. I need to get a moment, set up a cash app. I'll be sending it Friday. And am I missing anybody? Oh, hello, Park U. How are you? Hippie Grandma. Bobby Joe says it's freezing and sleeting. Markella says she got about 2 inches. Supposed to get down to 0 tonight. Oh, that's cuddle time. So I'm assuming Mission Impossible, Rocket Queen, and Park U know about this case a little bit. This is the first I've heard about it, guys. I mean, I was reading some stuff, but I was going through some things last night, and I seen this. And I did have another one lined up for today, guys, but I slept in today and didn't want to do that other one on a sleepy head, so I'm going to do it tomorrow night. But now I did have somebody send me something that I'm going to go over, and I might do it Tuesday night after I get off work. It's a really sickening story. I'll just wait until you see it and let y'all decide on it. So let me get this pulled up here. And guys, I'm not going to go everything completely on this. What's on this page? We're just going to skip some parts. And this right here is off I know. The concert next week is Ozzy Osbourne, Kiki. Ozzy Osbourne. And the bonfire for next Friday is your favorite cover band or a band that covers a song. So send it into the email and let me know what song it is you want to hear and who it's covered by. Hello, Summer Thunder. It's good to see you. All right, let's bring this up. This is the case of the disappearance of the Beaumont children, and I'm assuming this is the children here. Okay, Jane, Grant, and Arna Beaumont, photographed during a 1965 family trip to the 12 Apostles near Port Campbell, Victoria, Austria. Rocket Queen, are you or Fark you close to this Port Campbell, Victoria? Okay, you'll be in and out of chat. Okay. All right. These children have been missing for 57, and when this was done on this, it's 57 years, 11 months, and 15 days. They were at Glenelg, I hope I'm saying that right, Glenelg Beach, South Australia. I want to go look at that, guys. Hold on a minute. Ooh. All right. Let's go back. Yeah, I ain't gonna do that though. Mission Impossible. It's still an unsolved case, and then when this happened, Jane was 9, Arna was 7, and Grant was 4. They were taken. Natar Beaumont, born September 10th, 1956. Arna Kathleen Beaumont, born 11 November 1958. And Grant Elise Beaumont, born July 12th, 1961. Collectively referred to in the media as the Beaumont children, were three Australian siblings who disappeared from Glenelg Beach near Adelaide, South Australia, January 26, 1966, and I'm assuming that was Australia Day, in a suspected abduction and murder. Police investigators revealed that on the day of their disappearance, several witnesses had seen the three Well, thank you, Becca. Becca's been a member for 5 months. Thank you, sweetheart. I hope you get to feeling better. Just don't get me sick. Because if I miss work, we broke. For anything. But thank you, honey. Several witnesses had seen the children on and near. Am I pronouncing that Glenelg? Beach in the company of a tall man with fairish to light brown hair and a thin face with a suntan complexion and medium build. Aged in his mid-30s, confirmed sightings of the children occurred at the Collie Reserve and at Wenzel's shop on Mosley Street. And Bobby Joe's been a member for 5 months also. Thank you, Bobby Joe. Thank you, brother. I really do appreciate that. Despite numerous searches, neither the children nor the suspected companion were located. The case received worldwide attention and is credited with causing a change in Australian lifestyles, since parents begin to believe that their children could no longer be presumed to be safe when unsupervised in public. In recent years, police and media speculation has linked the disappearance to the Adelaide Oval abductions of 1973. Oh, thank you, Rocket Queen. Bobby Joe, happy birthday. Today is Sunday, so today is your birthday, correct? So, happy birthday to you, Bobby Joe. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you get everything that you want, and I hope you get everything that you wish for, brother. So, happy birthday. Kick back, relax, grab your favorite drink, and do whatever Bobby Joe likes to do. Yeah, I know you've been here from day one, though, Bobby. I appreciate it too, brother. Interest in the case has continued more than half a century on. As of 2018, a $1 million reward has been offered for information related to the cold case by the South Australian government. Some of the background. Jane, Arna, and Grant Beaumont lived with their parents, Jim Beaumont, a former serviceman and taxi driver, and Nancy Beaumont, nee Ellis. The couple had married in December of 1955. The family resided at 109 Harding Street, Somerton Park, South Australia, a suburb of Adelaide. They lived not far from the Glenelg Beach, a popular spot that the children and many others at the height of the surf music era often visited. On January 5th, 1966, in the midst of summer heat wave, Jim dropped the children off at Glenelg Beach before heading off on a 3-day sales trip to Snowtown. On the morning of January 6th, Australia Day, the Beaumont children asked their mother to visit Glenelg Beach again. As it was too hot to walk, they took a 5-minute bus journey from their home to the beach. The children caught the bus at 8:45 a.m. and were expected to return home on the 12 noon bus. Nancy became worried, however, when the siblings did not return on either the 12 or 2 p.m. buses. And when Jim returned home early from his trip around 3 p.m., he immediately drove to the crowded beach. Unable to locate the children, he returned, and together both parents searched the streets and visited a friend's house. Around 5:30 p.m., they went to Glenelg Police Station to report the disappearance. Give me just a second, guys. Police quickly organized a search of Glenelg Beach and adjacent areas based on the assumption that the Beaumont children were nearby and had simply lost track of time. The search then expanded to the sand hills, ocean, and nearby buildings, with the airport, rail lines, and interstate roads being monitored as well. Based on a fear of accident or kidnap, within 24 hours the entire nation was aware of the case. Within 3 days, on January 29th, the Adelaide Sunday Mail led with a headline of "Sex Crime Now Feared," highlighting the rapidly evolving fear that the children had been abducted and murdered by a sex offender. Despite this, the initial reward was only 250, I guess that's pounds, right? The wait a minute, let me see if I can get this. Patawalanga Boat Haven was drained on January 29th after a woman told police that she had spoken with the 3 children, who were similar in description of the Beaumont children, near the haven at 7 p.m. on the day of the disappearance. Police cadets and members of the emergency operations group searched the area, but nothing was found. The prime suspect, police investigating the case, found several witnesses who had seen the Beaumont children in Collie Reserve near Glenelg Beach in the company of a tall man with fair to light brown hair and a thin face, and in his mid-30s. The man had a suntan complexion and a thin to athletic build and was wearing swim trunks. The children were playing with him and appeared to be relaxed and enjoying themselves. The man also approached one of the witnesses, asking if anyone had been near the children's belongings as their money was missing. The man then went off to change while the children waited for him. So they knew this man, apparently. I mean, back in them days, you didn't have to worry really too much, but why would children wait on somebody they didn't know? Children get bored easy, or they did now. They get bored easy, and they don't stick around. Back when I was growing up, they didn't stick around. If you got bored, you took off. That's just my assumption. The group were then seen walking away together from the beach sometime later, which the police estimated to be around 12:15 p.m. About 2.5 hours later, another witness, Miss Daphne Gregory, sighted the children with a man who she observed carrying an airline bag similar to the one owned by Jane. The Beaumonts described their children, particularly the eldest Jane, as shy. Maybe he offered them something. That's a possibility. But what I'm saying is, well, I guess they could, and they would stick around for that, a toy, or offered to buy them food, or whatever. Investigators theorized that the children had perhaps met the man during a previous visit and had grown to trust him. A chance remark at home, which seemed insignificant at the time, supports this theory. Anna had told her mother that Jane had got a boyfriend down the beach. Nancy thought she meant a playmate and took no further notice until after the disappearance. A shopkeeper at nearby Wenzel's Bakery on Mosley Street reported Jane had bought pasties and a meat pie with $1 note. Police viewed this as further evidence that the Beaumont children had been with another person for two reasons. The shopkeeper knew the children well from previous visits and reported that they had never purchased a meat pie before, and the children's mother had given them only 6 shillings and 6 pence, enough for their bus fare and lunch, and not $1. Police believe the money had been given to them by somebody else. According to an initial statement, the Beaumont children were seen walking alone at 2:55 away from the beach along Jetty Road, the general direction of their home. What's up, Night Demon? We're doing good, brother. Hope you are doing well. The witness, the postman, knew the children well, and his statement was regarded as reliable. He said the children were holding hands and laughing in the main street. Police could not determine why the reliable children, already 1 hour late, were strolling alone and seemingly unconcerned. The postman contacted police 2 days after his initial statement and said that he thought he saw them in the morning, not the afternoon, as he has previously said. Several months later, a woman reported that on the night of the disappearance, a man accompanied by 2 girls and a boy entered a neighboring house that she believed to be empty. Later, the woman said she had seen the boy walking alone along a lane where he was pursued and roughly caught by the man. The next morning, the house appeared to be deserted again, and she saw neither the man nor the children again. Police could not establish why she had failed to provide this information earlier. Other reported sightings of the children continued for about a year after their disappearance. Gerard Crosset, I'm just going to say Gerard, a Dutch psychic, was brought to Australia to assist in the search, causing a media frenzy. Gerard's efforts proved unsuccessful, with his story changing day to day and offering no clues. He identified a spot at the warehouse near the children's home in which he believed their bodies had been buried. Inside the remains of an old brick kiln, the property owners, who were reluctant to excavate based on a psychic's claim, soon bowed to public pressure after publicity helped raise $40,000 to have the building demolished. No remains nor any evidence tied to the members of the Beaumont family was found. In 1996, the building identified by Gerard was undergoing a partial demolition, and the owners allowed for a full search of the site. Once again, no trace was found of the children. Y'all guys hit that like, share, and subscribe for me if you haven't. If you have, thank you so very much. About 2 years after the disappearance, the Beaumont parents received 2 letters. Y'all let Nightbot out-talk y'all in chat now. There's 11 people in here. Y'all can chat. One was supposedly written by Jane and another by a man who said he was keeping the children. The envelope showed a postmark of Dandenong, Victoria. The brief notes described a relatively pleasant existence and referred to the man who was keeping them. Police believed at the time the letters could quite likely have been authentic after comparing them with others written by Jane. The letter from the man said that he had appointed himself guardian over the children and was willing to hand them back to their parents. In the letter, a meeting place was nominated. The Beaumont parents, followed by a detective, drove to the designated place, but nobody appeared. Sometime later, a 3rd letter arrived, also purported to be from Jane, stating that the man had realized the disguised detective was present, and he decided to keep the children because the Beaumonts had betrayed his trust. There were no further letters. In 1992, new forensic examination of letters showed that they were a hoax. Fingerprinting technology had improved, and the author was identified as a 41-year-old man who had been a teenager at the time and had written the letters as a joke. Because of the time had elapsed, he was not charged with any offense. In November 2013, excavation was initiated in the back of North Plimpton factory that had previously belonged to Harry Phipps, a possible suspect in the Beaumont case. Further excavation at a slightly different location on the site was undertaken February 2018, but nothing relevant was found. The excavations were based on two men who had reported that as boys they had been paid by Phipps to dig a hole in that area at around the time of the disappearance, and also based on geophysical testing which had identified anomalies disturbed soil. The 2018 search yielded animal bones, but no evidence in relation to the Beaumont children. Bevan Spencer von Einman. Spencer was sentenced to life imprisonment in 1984 for murdering Richard Kelvin, the teenage son of Adelaide newsreader Rob Kelvin. Police and prosecutors publicly stated that they believed von Einman had accomplices and was possibly involved in additional murders. About this time, police came to suspect his involvement in the Beaumont disappearance as well. No accomplices were ever charged. Von Einman has refused to cooperate with investigators about his possible connection with the murders. I've said this time and time again. When I was younger, I think they'd probably be 50. That youngest one would probably be 57 now, and I'm 55. And I know my grandmother used to leave the door unlocked when we'd go to bed at night. I've known her to even leave the door open sometime when we go to bed. They don't do that shit now. I don't do it. I make sure the doors are locked. If I'm in bed already and Becca comes to bed, I asked her if she locked it. And then sometimes I get up before I actually doze off to go to sleep and check and make sure they're all locked, make sure all the windows are locked. I don't trust people no more. You can't trust people no more. During the investigation into I'm just going to call him Von E. Police heard from an informant identified only as Mr. B. He related an alleged conversation in which Von E. boasted of having taken the three children from a beach several years earlier and said he had taken him to home to conduct experiment. According to Mr. B's account, Von E. claimed to have performed brilliant surgery on each of the children and had connected them up. One of the children had supposedly died during the procedure, and so he had killed the other two and dumped the bodies in bushland south of Adelaide. Police had not previously considered Von E. in connection with the Beaumont case, but he resembled descriptions and identify of the unidentified suspect. Mr. B. also claimed that Von E. had implicated himself in the Adelaide Oval abduction from 1973. Like with the Beaumont case, Von E. matches descriptions of the main suspect in the Oval case. Well, if he matches the description, why don't they go look in this place that he's talking about, this bushland? I mean, I know it's probably large, but you can still search. I don't know, guys. I've never been to Australia, so I don't know. According to Adelaide Police Detective Bob O'Brien, Mr. B had given important information during the investigation into the Kelvin murder and was regarded as a generally reliable source. However, police reception of the alleged confession was mixed. There were enough plausible details to warrant further research, but yet other details relayed by Mr. B did not fit with the known facts about the Beaumont case and were regarded with skepticism. See, I've never been there, so I don't know. As of 2014, Von E had not been ruled out as a suspect. So he's still a suspect in the case as of 2014. Mr. B's reference to alleged surgical experimentation corresponded to the coroner's reports on several of Von E.'s alleged murder victims. However, while Von E. was known to have frequented Glenelg Beach to perv on the changing rooms and was described as a preoccupied with children, he was younger than the unidentified suspect who was reported to be in his mid to late 30s. Whereas Von E. was in his early 20s, the Beaumont children were also much younger than Richard Kelvin or the other young men Von E. is believed to have targeted, who were in their teens or 20s. Such disparities in the modus operandi of the serial killer are unusual but not unheard of. Investigation into the Beaumont disappearance and the Adelaide Oval abduction remained officially open, and in 1989, Von E. was identified as a suspect in a confidential police report. In August 2007, it was reported that the police were examining archival footage from the Beaumont search shot by Channel 7 that was a young man resembling Von Eyman among the onlookers. The report said the police were calling for information to establish the man's identity. Hey, BZ. Arthur Stanley Brown was charged in 1998 with the murders of Sister Judith and Susan McKay in Townsville, Queensland. They had disappeared on their way to school on August 20th, 1970, and were found strangled several days later in a dry creek bed. Brown's trial, scheduled for July 20th, was delayed after his lawyers applied for Section 613 verdict, unfit to be tried from the jury. He was never retried, and retried as he was found to have dementia and Alzheimer's disease. Brown died in 2002. Similar to Von E., Brown bore a striking similarity to description and identity of the suspect for both the Beaumont and Oval case. A search for connection to the Beaumont children was unsuccessful, as no employment records existed that could shed light on Brown's movements at the time. Some of the records were believed lost in the 1974 Brisbane flood. It is also possible that Brown, who had unrestricted access to government buildings, may have also destroyed his own files. Although there is no proof that he ever visited Adelaide, a witness recalled having a conversation with Brown in which he mentioned having seen the Adelaide Festival Centre nearing completion, which would place him in the city shortly before the Oval abduction on August 25th, 1973. However, no evidence has been found to connect Brown with Adelaide. In 1966, Brown was age 53 at the time of the Beaumont disappearance, which does not match the description of the suspect seen with the children, who was reported as being in his 30s. See, that there I have a problem with, because people don't always look their age. Hell, and I'm not bragging, but people tell me I don't look 55. I may not look 55, but I damn sure feel 55. But, I mean, they said this guy was 53, and the reported sightings was the guy was in his 30s. That's a 20-year difference. Not much is possible to change, but, I don't know. James O'Neill, born 1947, was sentenced to life imprisonment for the 1975 murder of a 9-year-old boy in Tasmania. Well, you're going to say that, honey, and I appreciate it, but I don't know. is reported to have previously told several acquaintances that he was responsible for the Beaumont disappearance. In 2006, O'Neill lost an injunction in the High Court of Australia to stop the broadcast of an ABC documentary, The Fisherman, which attempted to link him to the case. Former Victorian detective Gordon Davey spent 3 years speaking to O'Neill to win his confidence before filming him for The Fisherman. Davey said that although there was no evidence to link O'Neill to the Beaumont case, he was persuaded that O'Neill was to blame. I asked him about the Beaumonts and he said, "I couldn't have done it. I was in Melbourne at that time." That is not a denial. Later asked if he had murdered the children, O'Neill replied, "Look, on legal advice, I'm not going to say where I was or when I was there." Although O'Neill claims never to have visited Adelaide, his work in the opal industry at the time required that he frequently visited Coober Pedy, which would have required him to pass through the city. Davey also suspected O'Neill was involved in the Oval case. The South Australia police have interviewed O'Neill and discounted him as a suspect in the Beaumont case. All right, guys, I'm going to read this guy here and then might stop and come back. Derek Percy, a convicted child murderer and a Victoria's then longest-serving prisoner, was suggested in a 2007 article. Hey, PCT, how are you? Was suggested in a 2007 article in Melbourne's The Age newspaper as a suspect in the Beaumont case. The Age alleged that evidence gathered by the cold case investigators pointed to Percy in a number of unsolved child murders, including the Beaumont case. His insanity plea in 1969 murder of Yvonne Toohey was at least partly based on his suffering a psychological condition that could prevent him remembering details of his actions. Percy was supposed to have indicated that he believed he might have killed the Beaumont children as he was in the area at the time, but he had no recollection of actually doing so. On August 30, 2007, Victoria Police successfully applied for permission to question Percy in relation to the Beaumont case. 1966, Percy was age 17 and therefore seems too young to have been the unidentified suspect with the children. It is also unknown whether Percy would have access to a car at that time. While the unidentified suspect is presumed by commentators to have had access to one for facilitating a quick getaway and also disposing of the children's bodies. Percy was also in prison from 1969 until his death in 2013, which means that he could have been the suspect in the Adelaide Oval abduction, who many investigators believe to be connected to the Beaumont case. So there's another one, Alan Anthony Monroe, Harry Phipps, So from what I've read so far, guys, do you think the kids were abducted? Or do you think they were, abducted by a stranger? Or do you think they were abducted by someone familiar with them, and that's why they went so easily? Or do you think someone just straight up killed them? One for a friendly abduction, which meant that they knew the person that abducted them. 2, if you think it's just an abduction. And 3, if you think someone murdered them. Because after 57 years and nobody knows nothing. So, Summer, you think someone they know abducted them? Okay, one thing I got to say is they question the parents, right? But my thought is, did anyone see the dad drop the kids off that morning? He said he dropped them off at 8:45 and then went on a 3-day. I don't think it's someone against the family because they went too willingly. So it was either someone that knew the family member or their dad took them off and done something. What I'm saying is the dad dropped them off that morning at 8:45 though, right? But didn't anyone see the dad drop them off there? Let me go back up there. You're correct. You're correct, Mission Impossible. I just now seen that. You are correct. January 25th, 1966, Jim dropped the children off at Glenelg Beach before heading off on a 3-day sales trip. But I seen what Mission Impossible was talking about. He dropped them off right here, and then he was going on a 3-day sales trip. And then the next day, the children asked if they could go back to visit the beach again. Wait a minute. Okay. All right. He dropped them off on January 25th, 1966. They asked to go back January the 6th. So when they didn't show up at noon or at 2, okay, so he dropped them off at 8:45. Is that what time it said? Or it didn't say, did it? Okay, he dropped them off that morning. Okay. And then the next day was 8:45. Hey, Mama Bear, how are you, darling? They didn't return by 12 or 2, and then Jim returned home early from his trip around 3. So he come home early around 3. Did anybody ask why he come home early? Why would he come home early for a 3-day trip? And what was the trip for, did it say? Sales trip to Snowtown. Okay. So he was gone for a 3-day sales trip for a day and a half. We're doing good, Mama Michelle Bell. I hope you're doing well also. To me, that's just a little peculiar that the dad shows up a day and a half early. What's the dad's name? Does it show their picture? Maybe the dad had something to do with it, guys. Did the dad have a record? You're fine, Tina. This is the Beaumont, the missing Beaumont children. From I don't forgot the date. on January 26, 1966. All right, and Alan Anthony Monroe. Most people believe it was Spencer Von Eden. A couple years ago, they dug up his old backyard near me trying to find remains of Louise Bell. Okay, did they find anything in his backyard? Yes, this is still a cold case after 57 years. But she ain't Mama Bear. She's still sick. The Uncaparing River. They believe she's buried near the river. And her name is what again? Uh, uh, Louise Bell. I'm sorry. From Hackham West. Is that how you say that? Hackham or Hackham? Hackham West. Adelaide. Okay. Okay. I'll check up on that here soon. Hackham. Okay. What about this Alan Monroe? Do they think anything on him? Because I'm not going to read it right now. I want to get off here and do some more research on the one. What I think I'm going to do is the one I was going to do tomorrow night. I might switch with Tuesday and do the one that I was going to do Tuesday tomorrow night. And I'm going to tell you this: the one I'm going to do tomorrow night put you in mind of Leilani Simon. Okay, this Alan Monroe was lying for attention. Okay. Rocket Queen, I'm not lying. She reminds you so much. She reminds me, and this was sent in to me by one of the family members here. And I thank you for doing that. You know who you are. I'm not going to mention your name. But she reminds me so much of Leilani Simon. All right, so I'm going to take this down. Put this back up. Hey, Mission Impossible, I thank you and Rocket and Park you for being in here for this, because, like I said, I didn't know nothing about this, and y'all been just telling me, so thank you so much. So do me a favor, hit that like, that share, and that subscribe if you haven't. If you have, I really do appreciate it. Now, y'all keep coming back, because I'm going to start doing some stories from across seas. I really like hearing them. Y'all be saying, Summer Thunder, this is... You're fine, Rocket, honey. I know your work. Trust me, I can't do a lot at work either. But you are here for it. How close does anybody live from that beach? Guys, give me just a minute and talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back if you don't care. Don't go nowhere. I'll be right back, okay? All right, guys, I'm back. All right. Watch the Snowtown movie when you get a chance. Okay. Barkew says I'm 5 hours away. Mission Impossible is a 20-minute drive. I can see my suburb when you pulled the map up. She looks rough, guys.
Hey guys, love you all.
She needs to go on before she gets me sick. It's interesting to see how the other countries handle their case compared to U.S., how different laws are, and how investigations are conducted. They're all conducted shitty. I can tell you that right now, Kristen. Park Hughes said Mission Snowtown scary. The Outhouse, Dunny, and the Crapper. Long Drop is another one. Oh, thank you, Tina. You didn't have to do that, but since you did do that for me, this is for you. Where'd it go? The super chat. Thank you so much.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make.
Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet.
Thank you, Tina. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, thank you, Mission Impossible. He says get well soon. Summer's the same as anywhere, good and the bad. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Y'all, Tina just likes to do that to hear the music. She probably dances every time she sends that. She's standing there waiting on me to play the super chat song. Which that's fine, Tina. You dance all you want, dear. Rebel, watch a movie, Chopper. It's about a bad dude here in Melbourne. Is that the name of the movie, Chopper? Then my beard's getting long. And what Nightbot says, much love and respect to everyone who's here. Thank you for coming. I hope you enjoy your time here. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe. No, you cannot, Mr. Biden. You cannot sniff my hair. I don't like you. So, you know what you can do? Mr. Joe Biden, see ya. I don't like Joe Biden, so he can bounce and kick rocks. I know I'm purdy. Yeah, Joe, are you crazy? Unless you're talking about this. Then you ain't getting that close to my mouth. You just mad because you can't grow hair. You always fall down. I didn't even catch it, Rocket. Thank you for catching that. Unless he was talking about my goatee. Now my goatee is sexy. If it's longer, I would braid it. I can braid it still, but it's not that long. I hope she don't get me sick, but if she does, it's all good. Thank you, Kimmy, for the well wishes for Angel. Y'all do me a favor. If y'all are in here and you're listening, throw some the rebel prayer hands up for Becca for me if you don't care. Would you do that for me? All right. See, Miss Tina, she just likes hearing the music. So we're going to go hear the music for her.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make.
Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave.
Thank you, Tina. Did you dance on that one, Tina? Thank y'all for throwing the prayer hands up for Becca. She really needs it. You know how it's played. Wait till Tina plays it. Because Tina will throw another dollar a night. She loves that song. I don't know why. I like it myself too, though. Thank you, FarQ. Thank you, Kimmy. You can make them different ways, Tina. Yeah, she kisses me on the top of the head. Oh. Well, listen, guys, thank you for coming by. I'm going to go ahead and jump off here. It's 9. I told Becca I'd only stay on an hour so she can come in here and lay down. That way she's not on live when she's laying down. But if you don't care, hit the like, the share, and subscribe for me. If you haven't subscribed, thank you so very much. If you have subscribed, thank you so very much for being here. Also, if you'd like to support the channel and support me and Becca, you can in the PayPal or the Cash App. It's not required, but it would be very much appreciated. We can use it for things around here, but it's not required. The only requirement, y'all come in here, have a good time, and enjoy spending time with the family here. Because you're not a member here, and you're not a subscriber here, you're family here. All right? So don't forget to come by tomorrow, because I am going to do that tomorrow night on the one that I said reminded me so much of Lilani Simon. Thank you, Summer Thunder. Don't forget to stop by. Thank you, Mission Impossible. So y'all have a good night. We love you very much here. We never say bye. We always say see you because bye's too permanent. And we want to see y'all again very, very soon. So y'all be good. Stay safe. We love each and every one of you. Stay warm. Rocket, it's already warm where you're at, I'm assuming, because it's summertime over there, you dirty dog. But we love you. Y'all come by tomorrow, please. Go look for that story tonight. Just as soon as I get off here, I'm going to go ahead and make it up and have it ready for tomorrow. And y'all share it out everywhere. Share it out everywhere, okay? And the one that sent me the story, please come and watch, okay? You know who you are. So after I make it, go to my channel, hit the share button on it, and share it everywhere. Share it on your Facebook, and your local bathrooms, and your local grocery store, and your local Walmarts, and your local Kmarts, and your local wherever. Okay? Y'all be good, stay safe, and go looking for it here in a few minutes. I'll see y'all tomorrow. And thank you, Tina, for the super chat. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for the likes and the shares and the subscribes. I love y'all so much. Y'all be good, stay safe. See ya.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should